Hello everyone and welcome to Homeschooling with Hira. In today's video, we shall learn about the synonyms of a very common and most frequently used word said. Said is the past form of the verb say, which means to speak, to utter some words. But when we say something or when somebody says something, he may say it differently. Sometimes a person shouts to say something. Sometimes he is soft, the tone is soft. Sometimes he is annoyed, and sometimes he is excited too. So when he is speaking in different tones, so we can easily replace this commonly used word said with its synonyms. And if you don't know those words, this video is just for you. So be with me to the end of the video, and before we move any further, let me tell you this channel is also for you if you are interested in English phonics, English spelling rules, English grammar, English creative writing, and above all, how to teach all this stuff to your little ones in multi-sensory ways. So consider subscribing to the channel, turn on your bell notifications, and without any further ado, let's dive in. So let's begin our video by reading this little passage. Let's count the number of times I use the word said in this passage. Lily said hello to her friends when she saw them at school. They said hello back to her. During recess, Lily said, "Let's play tag," and her friends agreed. Lily said, "I'll be it," and started chasing her friends. She said, "Gotcha," when she tagged one of them. They all laughed and said, "You are fast, Lily." After recess, Lily said goodbye to her friends and went back to class. Now, in such a short passage, you can see that how many times I have used the word said, but it doesn't sound good. So, can we replace said with some of its alternatives? You can pause this video now and try to write yourself some synonyms or alternative words that you can use in place of said. And if you want to simply continue the video, here you go. Said can be replaced with whisper, exclaimed, replied, asked, responded, shouted, groaned, mumbled, muttered, addressed, urged. There are some other words too, but in today's video, we'll make sentences around these words and see how to use them in place of said. But before we move any further, let me tell you that this channel is for you if you are interested in English phonics, English spelling rules, English grammar, English creative writing, and above all, how to teach all this stuff to your little ones in multi-sensory ways. So consider subscribing to the channel, turn on your bell notifications, and without any further ado, let's dive in. So here's our first word with which we can replace the word said. If somebody is shouting something excitedly, you can use the word exclaimed in place of said. For example, "Wow, look at that amazing rainbow!" Exclaimed Tim with excitement. So if somebody is saying something excitedly or with excitement, you can replace the word said with exclaimed. He exclaimed rather than he said. Next word is whispered. Sarah leaned over and whispered to her friend, "Let's play a secret game during recess." The speech marks are missing here, but let me tell you the meaning of whisper. If you are telling somebody something very softly, if you said something softly to someone, you can say whispered. Rather than said, you can use the word whisper. Got it? The next word is replied. We can use replied in place of said if someone has answered something. For example, when asked about his favorite color, Jack replied. Somebody asked, so Jack replied, "I really like blue because it reminds me of the ocean." So you can use the word replied when you're answering to a question, right? Next is asked. So when you can use the word asked in place of said, Emily turned to her teacher and asked. She again spoke something, but now she's asking. She's asking a question. So in place of said, you can use asked. May I borrow a pencil, please? Hope you have got it. Now we have the word responded. So responded is just like replied. You can respond or you can reply only if you have been asked something, right? So when her mom called her, so the first action is called, then Lily responded. So responded and replied will come as an answer to some question. Next word is urged. Urged means when you are persuading someone to do something, when you are convincing someone to do something, or requesting someone to do something. For example, hurry up, we are going to be late, urged Michael as he grabbed his backpack. So this is Michael and he urged to his friend or his colleagues to be hurry up, otherwise they would be late. So remember the use of urged. Urged also means that you spoke something, but you spoke to convince the other person or you are persuading someone to do something, right? Now we have the word addressed. It's a quite formal word. We cannot use it in some informal spoken or written English. For example, the principal addressed the students during the assembly saying, I'm proud of all your hard work this school year. It means that he's standing in front of an audience and talking to them. So when you address someone, it means that you are talking to an audience. And it can't be in some comic or informal way. It is something really formal. A president can address, a principal can address, or a supervisor can also address. Next word is mumbled. Mumbled and muttered can be used in place of each other. For example, Tim mumbled to himself as he tried to remember the answer to the math problem. Mumbled means to say something in your mouth so nobody can hear you. Muttered means the same. When you are just trying to recall something and you are just moving your lips but the words are not coming out of your mouth. You can also ask someone if he is not clear, what are you mumbling? What are you muttering? It means that you can't hear the person exactly what he's saying. He's saying something in his mouth. Next word is groaned. Jack groaned when he saw his messy room and said, Oh no, I have to clean this up. To groan means that you are saying something in a deep or painful voice or annoyed voice, right? So when he saw his room, when Jack saw his room, he didn't say anything. He groaned because he was a bit annoyed to see his messy room and then he had to clean it up too. So groan means to say something in deep, painful or annoyed voice. Next one is shouted. A very simple word, but we can use shouted in place of said when something is said with a louder pitch, with a louder voice. For example, goal! Shouted the crowd as the soccer player scored a winning point. So here if somebody used the word said, it won't give a good sense to the sentence. Goal! Said the crowd? No. Goal! Shouted the crowd. And with this, I'm ending today's video. Hope you found something useful from here. If yes, so please hit the like button. If haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I shall see you soon with something new. Take care. Bye for now. And don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.